Hey everyone, happy 2021. I have an announcement to make before I get into your chart, and that is what we're going to be doing different on this channel. I want to thank you all for all your wonderful comments, really warms my heart, but I would like to get online, upload to you on a weekly basis what we're going to do every Sunday. I'm going to be sharing with you a 36 card read, okay? I know a lot of you watch the tarot readings online. Super informative, and especially when we have 36 cards, which is something I've developed myself as an astrologer. I call it the Astro-Tarot spread. So you will have 12 different areas of your life covered every single Sunday. So hit that subscribe button, get the notification button bell too, so you'll see when they're uploaded. But that is my way of connecting with you a little bit more often instead of uploading these 12 videos once a month, okay? We get to be connected every single week, all right? So let's get into your reading now. Hello, Aries. We are looking at your January forecast, and this is going to be a month that really is going to hold a little bit of everything. We got some good things going on, but there's also a couple of rough spots, okay? We're going to get to that too. But we're changing up the game because as we enter into New Year, Jupiter and Saturn both have moved out of Capricorn, where they've been in 2020, where they've been teaming up with Pluto and doing all their things, taking down old structures, right? But now we should start seeing a rebuild in a new way, thinking outside of the box, new concepts and so forth. That's what the Aquarian energy is all good about. Jupiter wants to expand this for you. Saturn wants to anchor it in. What that will be in your 11th house. So you, Aries, have been working on individuality with that Mars, right, to your sign in your first house, really developing that personal self, your goals and so forth, finding that strong independence, that sense of independence. And it is your ruler, so it's worked for you and you've focused it on your goals and your career. Now, with this Jupiter and Saturn that we just mentioned, it is moving from your career house and into your 11th house. Social networks is going to be super important for this whole oncoming year with Jupiter here, but for the next 2 to 2.5 years, this is where Saturn's asking you to master the level of social networks. So some of you might go into marketing, right? Which would be good, or building up some kind of organization and so forth. So this is already starting as you're hitting in to 2021. Mars, on the other hand, which has been very slow moving through your first house due to the retrograde that it had over many months in 2020, now is going to be moving into your second house, which is all about your sense of self, your value, and what you feel that you can bring to the world, what you can bring in as far as monetary things. So, you know, Mars here is really going to be revving it up, and especially when it hits or teams up with Uranus in a conjunction. That will be, let me find the date, it will be especially from the 17th to the 23rd of January. That week, something can take place. Put that on your calendar. Sure, you're going to sense it prior, you will sense it after. But this week is golden for you to look at your financial capability of bringing in new streams of income, maybe with those things that you've been working on a lot as far as in 2020, right? With Jupiter and Saturn in your career. I was touching on Pluto, mind you. So for some of you, with that Plutonian energy, you've had the ability with that Jupiter, which expands, and Pluto transforms, and Pluto rules the masses. So I think some of you have really come up with some great things. I've spoken to several of you, and I know quite a few of you really hitting it home, right? So right now, the focus is going to be on networks, groups, people, teams, so forth, that can come in and assist. The 11th house is ruled by Uranus, right? Which is also tech, technical people, IT people, that kind of thing. Maybe you're the one doing the IT, and if that is the case, well, you're really going to have a lot of work ahead of you over the next 2.5 years. Jupiter will help you find the right people that can come in and support you. People in high places, right? That really has the capacity and capability to get to where you're going. These are the most important things. Now, what I do like is also that Venus is going to be hitting on Pluto on the 29th of January. And that's passion energy. Yes, physical passion, love passion. Venus is romance, right? So some of you might be finding a new mate, or if you're already in an established relationship, this can be very good for you as well. But also, both of these rule financial situations. And since Mars is so focused on money for right now, and then we got Venus and Pluto. Now, hey, if you're going to have meetings or presentations that week that we said around the 17th to 23rd, that's a breakthrough phase for you. If you then follow up on the 29th, this is where you can get some good news. And not only that, but we have the new moon this month. And remember, we always talk about the new moons, the power of placing our intentions. It's going to be 23 degrees. And that new moon will be on January 12th. So we got the new moon, power of intentions, and Pluto to transform these intentions in a big way, right? So that is a very important day for us. And then watch how you're going to be shooting into this coming week where we have all of these energies going on. We're going to be seeing Mars conjuncting Uranus. That's the week of 17th to 23rd, where anything can happen. It's what I call the earthquake energy, right? I mean, it's got power to move the tectonic plates. So go figure, on a personal level, we have our own interior tectonic plates. This could be a game changer. I'm liking it. And then from the 17th to the 30th too, we'll see how not only Mars and Uranus is conjunct, but it will be squaring Jupiter and Saturn. So the last couple of weeks of January, that's why I'm saying there's a lot taking place, both on a personal level, but also national level, not to mention a political level, which I'm not going to go into here because I'm not really political, but I could see that could be a good, big power thing. Maybe some opposition and challenges coming up in that respect. Jupiter can be very righteous. People want to think, say, believe what they feel is true for them. Saturn is there kind of challenging it as well because they're conjunct. But Mars and Uranus is squaring onto it. So, yeah, we might not all be seeing eye to eye, heart to heart at that time, but so be it. Do know that this is right here for this phase, and even this phase shall pass, right? I think it's really important that we find what's important to us and that we stick to it. But do we have to project? Now, the projection is very Plutonian. We project our faith, our beliefs, and whatnot, right? And then people can feel targeted, and have to move into a place of defense. And then we got it going, right? So I'm thinking, hold your faith, your belief to yourself, not necessarily having to project it so it creates a division. We've had some of that politically, and of course now here we have January, we got that whole situation coming in. So if we want to get through this smoothly, it's like hold your light, stay centered, and just, slide through it. That is the key. But of course, human emotions are human emotions. What can we do about that, right? There's a place for everything in the universe, and there's a place for all of us in the universe. And let's keep that in mind when we discuss with people that we don't always have to agree. We can agree to disagree and respect where we're coming from. But that can be a little testy the last couple of weeks there of January. And so let's just bless that this Mars-Saturn challenge will go by pretty well. But that is pretty much the skinny of what I have. January 28th, we're going to have the full moon. That's coming up 9 degrees in Leo. So that's pretty well aspected to your sign, Aries. And so I feel that that could be a harvest of what you put down as far as your intentions on the 12th. Okay, so you might see something already manifest. And don't forget that total solar eclipse, December 14th, is still in phase. It's still active. And that too might bring things to the surface if you are focusing on this day of December 14th. These videos are going to be going up on the eclipse. So, yeah, you could still tune in if you're a few days late, because why? It already took place in the subconsciousness. So it's still a part of you, right? So listen, hey, have a great month. Focus on your finances. Focus on how you're going to be targeting into new groups. That is key for all of you Arians right now. And then Venus will be moving into your 10th house of career. So you'll be having that coming up as well. And that should take you straight through the next following weeks, which is great. So have a good one. Bye now.